Dear students, how are you today? Yes, we are running in a dangerous situation. You know about it? It's a very unexplainable thing. That means the novel coronavirus is super spreading in our society. It's a very dangerous situation. And how to overcome it? The possibilities are nothing but how we prevent it. Such type of disease causing virus organisms. Yes, we are alone the government law and use sanitizers regularly and mask, face shield, okay, and wash your hands regular interval and avoid direct contact with eyes, nose, mouth, etc. Keep social distance and awareness about this type of viruses. Okay, and I think you have notebooks and textbooks. You must read your textbook proper way. Okay, and find the questions and answer in your textbook topics. We will discuss about that question and answer. Okay, learning is a main project in your this time. Okay, then we are starting our topic. The previous class, the previous episode, we are starting about one topic. That topic name is conservation of plants and animals. Conservation of plants and animals. We have already discussed what is conservation, how is it possible. Okay, why we conservating these plants and animals? We have discussed that answer in previous class. You know that points? Just recollecting the point: deforestation, desertification. You know about deforestation, desertification. Okay. And then last we studying about national park, wildlife sanctuaries, etc. Okay. Now we are going to study about some points. That points are just not this one. Look, flora and fauna, endemic species, wildlife sanctuary, Indian sanctuary, zoo and wildlife sanctuary, national parks. These are the main basic topic we are studying in this class. Okay, first is flora and fauna. Flora and fauna means plants, fauna means animals. Some particular area, there are some plants and animals are there. That particular area living that plants and animals. especially some specialized characters denotes such type of organisms. That plants is known as flora, such type of animals is known as fauna. That examples is sun, teak, mango, ferns. That's our examples for flora. Mango, teak, Arjuns, and sun. Example are flower. Examples of flower. And some bluebell, bluebull, barking deer, cheetahs, leopard, flying squirrel. These are fauna. Flying squirrel. Leopard. Some rhinoceros, cheetah. Some examples for fauna. So the flora and fauna means plants and animals. But these plants and animals are conservated particular area. Where conservated belong to a particular area. The particular area, the plants were conserved, animals were conserved. Okay. This is two types, flora and fauna. Examples for flora, that is mango, teak, arjuns, etc. Mango and teak. We are only commonly knowing about that mango and teak. But this mango and teak is the wild mango tree and wild teak tree. These are the main some examples. Okay, some difference. The second one is endemic species. Endemic species means some of the flora and fauna. These were living in a particular area. They were living in particular area, but they are not found in naturally. That means that individuals, flora and fauna, that individuals, they were not found in natural. That means other sites, other places, they were not found in other places. They live in particular area only. That is endemic species. Endemic species. Some of the endemic species are wild mango, okay, suns, some teak. These are examples for endemic species flora, and flying squirrel and barking deer. These are the examples, some of the examples for endemic species fauna. Okay, that is endemic species. And once again, endemic species means that flora, some types of flora and fauna, they were conserved in a particular area. That flora and fauna is were not found in natural. They were not seen in common ways. That means such type of organisms live there as particular area only. Such type of organisms, that is known as endemic species. Some of the examples of endemic species is wild mango, and fauna's examples is barking dog, barking deer, flying squirrel. That is examples for endemic species. Yes, you just found. You must read the textbook, and you will find other organisms, endemic species organisms. You just question and answer it you find that endemic species also. So you will must read your textbook proper way with understanding the idea. So you will collecting the answer of these questions. Okay. Then the third one is species. Species means, you know about species. Yes, all the organisms have two names are here. That is known as scientific name. One is the generic name and the second one is the species name. Example, you should find more examples for scientific names of flora and fauna, plants and animals. Okay, I think the first example is, what is the scientific name of lion? Panthera leo, that is the scientific name of lion. Panthera leo is the scientific name of lion. Look, Panthera, that is the generic name, and Leo is the species name. And then in like plants, Mangifera indica. This is the another examples of scientific name, Mangifera indica. Yes, the Mangifera is denoted with generic name and the indica is the species name. Okay, then look, this species, what is species? Species is a group of population. Species means a group of population which can breeding to continue breeding and can produce exact copies of organisms. This is the species. And the main point of species is interbreeding capacity to produce their progeny, that is species. Okay, the conservation of plants and animals, the points are flora and fauna, and the second is endemic species and species. Yes, you must writing more scientific names of organisms in your notebook, and especially you just note the generic name and species name also. Okay, then the wildlife sanctuaries. The next point is wildlife sanctuaries. You already learned about wildlife sanctuaries. Okay, some of the organisms that were disappearing, and the number of organisms very decreasing in level. That means disturbed their natural habitat. They were killed by other persons, other organisms. So, such type of organisms, that is flora and fauna, we have conserved. What is the use of conserving? We have already learned importance of conservation. Okay, the conservation, importance of conservation, we are already saying. Okay, then this type of wildlife sanctuaries are the flora and fauna. Such type of flora and fauna conserves their habitat. In these wildlife sanctuaries, there is strictly prohibited hunting, lodging, and cultivations, traveling, and some other activities, building constructions. That type of process were strictly prohibited area. That is wildlife sanctuary. We all know about some type of wildlife sanctuaries in previous class. We have discussed about wildlife sanctuaries. In India, Indian sanctuaries. India have very powerful wildlife sanctuaries are here because of the landscape, temperature, monsoon availables, cold conditions, winter season. That means India is mixed climatic condition. So in India there is most powerful wildlife sanctuaries are here. Yes, give some examples. Please write some examples of Indian wildlife sanctuaries. We have already learned wildlife sanctuaries. Yes. Next, zoo and wildlife sanctuaries. Zoo and wildlife sanctuaries. Difference between zoo and wildlife sanctuaries. Have you seen a zoo? In your state is Kerala, we have a zoo here. Where is it? A zoo here. Where is it? In Trivandrum. Okay. In that zoo, that is concerned, protect some individuals. These were found in forest, dense forest, etc. They were conserved. Okay. So we are using an artificial habitat for that organisms. Artificial habitat. So we are using artificial habitat for conserving, for protecting such type of animals. Okay, you just noted in zoological parks specialities and conserve animals and plants. Okay, then wildlife sanctuary is their own habitat. They live in their own habitat, existent habitat. They place their own habitat. That means natural habitat. They conserve in their own habitat. That is wildlife sanctuary. Okay. In zoo, some of organisms are lived in monsoonic area or some coldest area, but they artificially developed such condition in the zoo for living that. Examples: anaconda. This is the largest snake in the world. Non-venomous, non-poisonous. These type of snakes are majorly found in America. That means in Amazon rainforest. But now our habitat, that means in zoo, that is more than 2 or 3 anacondas are here. The habitat is created. Their own habitat will be created and conserve, protect them. That is, we are arranged in external habitat. That means artificial habitat. Okay. Then national parks. You know, we are already discussed national parks in Kerala. Silent Valley National Park, Iravakulam. These are the examples for national parks here. Yes, in national parks, the plants and animals, that means flora and fauna, they were conserving this one type of wildlife sanctuary is conserved. Is conserved its own place. Example, Satpura, Vindhya Satpura valleys. Have you noticed it? Satpura is one of the major examples for national parks. It's the first national parks in India. In this national park, Satpura Biosphere Wildlife Sanctuary, Satpura Wildlife Sanctuary is the first Indian sanctuary. And in this wildlife sanctuary, we can find is most oldest teak, most powerful teak in see we can see that Satpura National Parks. And we can see some rock shelters. Rock shelters. Rock shelters means cave, some cave. Cave. More than 55 rock shelters are found in another national park, this Pakmari. Pakmari National Park found more than 55 rock shelters here. Rock shelters for what purpose? The external living organisms that using this cave for some rain, some warmy seasons, and then they were not adopted that season. They have some changes. They have some changes at that time. Then they were sheltered some beneath the trees and some caves, like rock caves. Okay, the human beings, the primitive human beings, the Homo sapiens, before Homo sapiens, at that time, Neanderthal time, they were using caves. That is known as rock shelters. They were sleeping and eating into that caves. Yes, in this Pakmara rock shelters, we can see their activities. They were painting the walls of rock shelters, painting some hunting, some ladies. The structure of some paintings, playing instruments, musical instruments, and some animals, some plants is that there. Okay, so this is a tourist place. Okay, let's, and again we can say flora and fauna and endemic species, wildlife sanctuaries, Indian sanctuaries, and zoo and wildlife sanctuaries, national parks also. Okay. Yes. Now you can see 3 questions are here. Look at this. First question is, list the factors disturbing the biodiversity of your area. List the factors disturbing the biodiversity of your area. Okay. What is the answer? Some answer is here. Some human beings were cutting and removing of some plants for cultivation. Such type of cultivation is dangerous. Some of organisms like small birds, insects. This is breaking the food chain also. Then some organisms were disturbed. They were removing from the earth. This is the first example. Okay, and the factorized place, some factories removing waste materials towards the water, the biodiversity in the water, in the pond, river, etc., in water medium, they were disturbed. And then deforestation. Deforestation is also a very dangerous problem. And manufacturing the constructions. The constructions process is very disturbing to change the biodiversity medium. So the first question answer is clear. The second is, what is species? We have already discussed about species. Species means a group of population, naming a group of populations. That is known as species. Species is the second name of our scientific name. The first name is, you know, the generic name, and second one is the species name. And these species have a capacity of inbreeding system. They can reproduce exact copy for increasing their own population. Okay, that is species. You just imagine and wrote some more species name in your notebook. And then third one is difference between zoo and wildlife sanctuaries. The main difference is zoo is an artificial wildlife process. They artificially conserved. There were existed animals and plants. Their actual living area is some forest. We can collect that flora and fauna, and we prepared characteristics of climatic conditions. That means we are artificially made that climatic condition and they protected. That is zoo. But wildlife sanctuaries are natural habitat. They can live their own natural habitat. That is wildlife sanctuary. Okay. Yes. You must read and write your notebook, this question and answer. You must reading textbooks. That is very important one. Okay. Yes. This is the chapters, another points. Okay. You must read textbook also, and we are now concluding this chapter. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.